What I have an issue with is how he's been playing the game. For someone who values women and then paints me in such a malicious or disgusting way, in a way that makes me seem out to take advantage of a woman, I wasn't impressed. I do not condone such behavior, and it's appalling and it's malicious and disgusting. I don't respect the guy.
Just wow. You know what? I think at this point, the men's conference is officially divided. On God. It's officially divided. And I think I predicted this from the first week. That these guys are acting like, hey, they came for some bromance reunion, they've got each other's back. I said, hey, this thing is going to scatter. It's going to scatter like a cookie crumbling. And I wasn't wrong, because from last weekend, I had noticed the slight beef, the rift between Libo and Gashwan. And guys, guess what? It will shock you to know that it is all because of a female, Mpho Wabadimo. And so, just like a barrel overflowing with emotions, Libo had utilized this diary session to purgate his emotions to Big Brother about his disdain and disappointment in Gashwan. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea. The tea of this video is all about Libo's revelations of his sentiments towards Gashwan during his diary session, as well as the perception that some of the housemates have about Gashwan being the head of house for this week. Guys, it's a lot. It's a roller coaster. So apparently, Libo and Gashwan, they've had interest in Mpho from week 1, as a matter of fact, last week. The guys started noticing all of these patterns. They also noticed that Gashwan was also talking to Tato and Yoli. And not just that, he was also talking sometimes to Mpho. Sometimes you see him coming close to Mpho, trying to flirt with her and stuff like that. And guys, we all know that even the Libo that is thinking that, oh, Mpho belongs to him, that they are some kind of couple in the house, Mpho is not even giving Libo that grace at all to act, like her boyfriend in the house. So Mpho is literally friend-zoning everybody. So with Libo's own situation, 1 minute she's friend-zoning Libo, the next minute she's being all romantic with him, apologizing. So it's like an off and on fluctuation of, I don't know, is it expression of emotion you want to call it? But that is how the situation has been. But Gashwan on the other side has been kind of jealous a bit, probably, about whatever kind of chemistry or friendship or situationship that is going on between Libo and Mpho. So according to the conversation that the men have been having without Gashwan, their conclusion is that Gashwan is definitely having a beef with Libo because of Mpho, and the way they see it, it's coming across as Libo kind of stole Mpho from Gashwan. And so during his diary session, Big Brother had asked Libo about his sentiments towards Gashwan emerging the new head of house, what he thinks about Gashwan's style of leadership. And guys, the things that Libo said, on God, since the show began this season, I have never heard Libo express such anger, disappointment, disdain for a fellow housemate. But this time around, it might seem as though Gashwan has really stepped on his toes. And to make matters worse, the fact that Gashwan has probably gone ahead to nominate him for eviction. So here was what Libo had to say.
When did this happen? And tell Big Brother why Gashwan would say something like this about you.
I think he's been interested in someone I'm interested in, and that person is Mpho. I'm not hurt. I'm just highly disappointed in how he's been playing the game.
Wow. Okay. That is a lot. Pardon me, guys. Let it not seem as though Glory is very, very petty and silly. I kind of like it when guys are having a beef in Big Brother's house. It could be Bibi Naija, it could be Big Brother and Zamzi, whichever. But, because us, the viewers, were used to seeing the females be at loggerheads against one another, but when I see the guys having a beef over women, I like it. because it's very rare to see such a drama. I mean, the first drama I had actually experienced to the fullest was the drama between Pere and White Money in the Shine Your Eye season of Big Brother Naija season 6. So seeing this one and experiencing it, guys, I just love all the drama that comes with it, and I am now looking forward to not seeing Libo go home, but to see him remain in that house, because I want to see the end of all of this drama. But beyond all of that, he gave his reasons for, being disappointed in Gashwan. For him, he feels as though Gashwan is playing a very dirty game, that he understands that they are all in a competition and 2 million is at stake, but he feels like Gashwan is actually really playing dirty. And most disappointing of all is Gashwan accusing him of trying to take advantage of Mpoa Bajima. Now, about this accusation of someone wanting to take advantage of a female in the house, guys, I do not completely agree with that, especially if there's no evidence to back it up. I feel like it's just like a false accusation to smear someone's character in the house. But then I am suspecting that could it be about some of the events that happened during the last 2 Saturday night parties, where most of the guys, they said they should give the girls a lot of drinks so that they will loosen up because they were too cold towards them. Could that be what Gashwan was referring to? I don't know, guys, but we're gonna find out soon enough. And then Libo had also gone ahead to state that he does not think Gashwan is really putting in his weight into being a leader as the head of house. For him, it feels like Gashwan was very eager to win the head of house challenge yesterday, simply because of the immunity involved. But when it comes to leading, directing, he does not think that Gashwan has got it. And for him, he has a strong feeling that they just might not win their wager. But for the fact that they won it last week, the rest of the housemates, they are going to definitely put in their effort to ensure that they win the wager this week.
But that said, I don't think he's doing very well. I didn't expect him to do very well, to be honest with you. He doesn't strike me as someone who's a leader. And I feel like the only reason he was competing so much to get HOH was to just get immunity.
And Libo wasn't the only person that expressed his skepticism over if they are going to win their wager or not, and over Gashwan's style of leadership. Now, some of the other housemates feel like Gashwan is not really throwing his weight around as the leader, that he is extremely quiet. As a matter of fact, even with the wager task that they have, other housemates, because of the zeal to want to win and to impress Big Brother, they have gone ahead to self-nominate themselves to be directors and just basically group leaders, so that everybody will get it done perfectly. But for Gashwan, he's just quiet and watching everything and allowing people to sleep anyhow they like. So mostly that is their fear, that the fact that Gashwan is not really strict and taking control of all the affairs of the house already, they're scared that they just might lose their wager. But one person that really, in my opinion, was able to kind of unlock all of these things that Gashwan is doing by being quiet was Vino. According to Vino, he has a strong feeling that Gashwan is seriously trying to suppress his true character whilst in power. Unlike the rest of the other housemates who had tasted the title of head of house and deputy, normally they're very quiet. They come across as very unassuming, timid, shy, very calm and quiet. But the moment they step into the title and the role of head of house and deputy, you see how they come out of their shell. They're very controlling, authoritative, doing great, of course, but everybody gets to see their true nature, and then it becomes very obvious that wow, all this while, these people, they've been basically hiding beneath the shell, basically created a facade over themselves. And so for him, it feels like Gashwan is playing a strategy as being the current head of house by not being overly talkative, by being almost extremely quiet, by allowing people to do what they want to do, and by not asserting too much authority over the rest of the housemates. Now, if you ask me, I will say that whatever Gashwan's strategy is as the current head of house, it's gonna be to his advantage to some extent and to his disadvantage to some extent. Basically a positive and a negative. It will be a positive because the housemates will not be able to 100% read through him. They will not be able to 100% predict his moves as the head of house, because now being the head of house, he is definitely exposed. Gone are those times during other weeks that Gashwan can hide beneath the shield of task in the house, moving around quietly, doing what he wants to do, cooking in the kitchen and all of that. But now, automatically, there's an invisible throne that he is seated upon on some sort of high pedestal. The housemates are definitely looking forward to him to give them wisdom, to give them direction, to give them solution towards how they can impress Big Brother this week and possibly win their wager. But then the downside to that is if he is not very assertive, if he does not put his foot down when it is needed, if he does not take charge, if he does not show that presence or even exude that authority when addressing the housemates, then it will be a shame to see them override him. I mean, look at Sister Mara, for instance. When the season started, people looked down on him, subliminally. It wasn't like a direct attack kind of thing, no. But people kind of looked down on him because they felt like, okay, because he's effeminate, he just might not be able to take charge of the affairs of Head of House. But then he shocked everybody, by working hand in hand together with Yoli and ensuring a smooth sail of the week 3 of Big Brother's house. And so even Big Brother was so impressed that he had to commend him highly for a job well done. But regardless of whatever perception the housemates have of Gashwan, I am still looking forward to seeing what he will do with this new position of Head of House this week. I have a lot of expectations from Gashwan, and I am really hoping that he does not disappoint me. Let me know your own thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.